What's going on, guys? You're watching the Shieldbearer Faith. So one of my subscribers on Patreon sent me an item, and you are not required or expected to send me or give me anything. But Donald Mann sent me this coin. It's got the Alpha and Omega symbol with the cross at the center of the helmet for a Spartan warrior. And then on the back, it has some scripture, which you will likely not see very clearly, but it is Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And what's interesting is, Donald, thank you, first of all. But I don't think you realize what this means to me. We have not talked about this. But I have a thing for coins like this. So, this scripture verse right there speaks to a variety of things, but it mainly is talking about that you have no reason to fear because God is with you. That's all you need. Now, here on the world, whether you believe in and follow Jesus or not, it's very easy to get wrapped up in the world sometimes, isn't it? To look at gun control bills or coronaviruses or whatever our daily thing is, the Trump impeachment, whatever, election cycles. And we look at them from a worldly perspective, don't we? I do it. And it's easy to forget sometimes, or at least temporarily ignore, who really is in control. And it ain't me. It ain't you. He'll be with us wherever we go. This coin means something more to me, though. I carry every day in my wallet another coin that, Donald, you didn't know about. This one was given to me by one of my primary instructors at the academy. It was given to me on graduation day. To my knowledge, I was the only one that received one, and it was a very private thing. That sergeant, which is who it was, came over to me, handed me this, and said, there are not many of these out there in circulation anymore. But it was given to me, is what she said. It was given to me after we responded to that incident that is memorized, or rather memorialized, on that coin. And it was in a search for a missing child, which ended up being murdered, and the parents were held accountable. That instructor assisted with that search of that child. And even though it had a tragic end, it was memorialized with a coin. And she handed me that, and that was almost like somebody handing me verification that I was good enough to do this task. I had spent a lot of time trying to prepare my mind, my spirit, my body to be a police officer. I spent years trying to get the chance to go out and serve the community. And no matter what you think of police officers on here, that is what I genuinely, and I cannot speak for everyone, but that is what I genuinely try to do. I try to serve my community in a variety of capacities, including on here. I'm trying to give you perspective from my point of view, because we don't get much of that, do we? You don't get much of this side of the conversation, so it leaves a lot of gap in the conversation that you will fill with whatever you think is going on the police end of things. When that officer handed me this coin, though, it was almost like they were telling me, well done, good and faithful servant. You can do this. We have witnessed you go through this training, and you're good enough. And that is what I strive to hear from my Father in heaven. Well done, good and faithful servant. You were good enough. Not because of your own efforts, though, but because Jesus did the fight for you. And that same thing happened when I was trying to become a police officer. Jesus did that fight for me then, too. I continually ask for the Lord to send me where He wants me to go, and I genuinely try to listen so that I can hear the voice of the Lord. On this media platform, that's what this coin means to me. Donald, at least for you, I am taking this in much gratitude, but I am taking it with meaning that, at least in your eyes, you are saying, well done, good and faithful servant. None of these things have much inherent worth. They're not gold. But this means a lot to me. It is as if Donald said, just through the mailing of this item, that he sees what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to talk about God. I'm trying to talk about my perspectives as a police officer with the worldly issues we have from a Christ-following perspective as best I can. And Donald, I genuinely hope that I am understanding what your intention was, that you get something out of these conversations. And so I will now carry both of these in my wallet every day, because it is another reminder that what we do affects others and that people are watching, not just on YouTube. Thank you very much. I genuinely appreciate the time each and every one of you take out of your day and watch anything that I post, even if you don't agree with it. Strive for those moments where you can hear the voice of the Lord and then tell him to send you.